शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। श्लोक 5 of chapter 5। यत्साङ्ख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं तद्योगैरपि गम्यते एकं साङ्ख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति। यत् सांख्यैः प्राप्यते स्थानं तद्योगैरपि गम्यते। यत् स्थानं सांख्यैः प्राप्यते तत् स्थानं योगैः अपि गम्यते। Here Sankhya refers to the jnanis. Previously jnana was called Sankhya. Here jnani is called Sankhya in this book. So Sankhyam yasya asti iti Sankhya. One who has Sankhya, one who has jnana, he is also called Sankhya. In Sanskrit, Tadhita, there is one Tadhita pratyaya ach, harsha adibhya ach. If you add that pratyaya, the word looks same as the previous, but you have added a pratyaya. When you add the pratyaya, it has the meaning of one who has it. Like papam asya asti iti papaha. One who has papa, he is also called papa. Similarly, one who has Sankhya, one who has jnana, he is also called Sankhya. So yat sthanam sankhyaih prapyate. The sthana means the goal. The goal that is attained by Sankhya, a jnani, the same goal is attained by yoga. Yoga means karma yogis. Karma yogis also tat sthanam tadeva sthanam karma yogi bhi api by karma yogis also. Yogaihi is equal to karma yogibhihi api gamyate means prapyate. The same goal is attained. Ekam sankhyan cha yogam cha yah pashyati. So therefore, since both are meant for the same goal, therefore, yaha sankhyam yogam cha ekam pashyati. One who understands Sankhya and Yoga. See, here again Sankhya and Yoga refer to the disciplines, not to the people. Sankhyam means jnanam, yogam cha, karma yogam cha. Yaha ekam pashyati. One who understands both are one. Both are one means they are the two disciplines belonging to the same pursuit, mutually complementary to each other. यह एकम पश्यति, यह सांख्यम योगं च एकम पश्यति. Here Krishna is not making a very vague and gross statement as the modern people. All religions are same. It is a very vague statement made by people who don't know anything. But this is not like that. All are one, everything is same. Nowadays it is a very popular statement. Krishna is not making such a statement. If you read the whole Gita, you get a better picture of it. So ekam means they are two different sadhanas. They are not same, but they converge into one. The two sadhanas converge into one because they lead to the same goal, being complementary to each other. So one is incomplete without the other. Yoga is incomplete without Sankhya, and Sankhya is impossible without Yoga. That is how they are complementary to each other. So yaha ekam pashyati saha pashyati. He really sees. He sees means he really sees. Means his understanding is correct. So, see the bhashya. Ekasyapi samyak anushthanat katham ubhayoho phalam vindate iti uchyate ekasyapi samyak anusthana. Performing one of them properly among Sankhya and Yoga. Ubhayoh phalam vindate. One attains the phala of both. It was told in the previous shloka. Ekamapyasthita samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. So katham, how is it so? Uchyate. So this shloka explains what was told in the previous shloka. यद सांख्यैः ज्ञाननिष्ठैः सन्न्यासिभिः प्राप्यते स्थानं मोक्षाख्यं तत् योगैरपि ज्ञानप्राप्त्युपायत्वेन ईश्वरे समर्प्य कर्माणि आत्मनः फलम् अनभिसन्धाय अनुतिष्ठन्ति ये ते योगिनः तैरपि परमार्थज्ञान संन्यास प्राप्तिद्वारेण गम्यते इत्यभिप्रायः अतः एकं सांख्यं च सांख्यं योगं च यः पश्यति फलैकत्वात् सः सम्यक् पश्यति इत्यर्थः एकस्य अपि सम्यगनुष्ठानात् उभयोः फलं विन्दते. How is it so? यत् सांख्यैः means ज्ञाननिष्ठैः सन्न्यासिभिः, by the jnananishthas, those who are jnananishthas, they are called sankhyaha, and they are sannyasis. A jnani is a sannyasi. A sannyasi need not be a jnani. Every sannyasi need not be a jnani. But a jnani has to be a sannyasi. Whether he is externally a sannyasi or not, when he is a real jnananishtha, internally he is a sannyasi. So, jnananishtaihi sannyasibhihi prapyate sthanam. Sthanam means mokshakhyam sthanam. The sthana, the goal, the destination called moksha. Sannyasibhihi yat prapyate tat yogairapi. Yogaihi means the karma yogis. Bhashyakara explains yogaihi, who is yoga. ज्ञानप्राप्ति उपायत्वेन ईश्वरे समर्प्य कर्माणि आत्मनः फलम् अनभिसन्धाय अनुतिष्ठन्ति ये ते योगिनः. So, ये जनाः ईश्वरे आत्मनः कर्माणि समर्प्य, offering their karma to Ishvara, phalam anabhisandhaya, without expecting result, jnana prapti upayatvena karmani anutishtanti, they perform karma as a means to attain jnana, means as a means to attain chitta shuddhi. Jnana prapti upayatvena karmani anutishtanti te yoginaha, they are called yogis, and here Krishna calls them yogaha, yogaihi. Yogis are called yogaha. Taihi api, even by them, gamyate. Gamyate means prapyate, it is attained. And Shankaracharya clarifies The Sankhya gets the sthana directly, whereas a yoga, a karma yogi does not get it directly. Paramartha jnana sannyasa prapti dvarena gamyate. He attains through jnana prapti. Paramartha jnana sannyasa. Paramartha jnana, the knowledge of the paramartha, the knowledge of the reality, which is sannyasa, which is in the form of sannyasa. Tat prapti dvarena, through the attainment of that, gamyate ityabhipraya. Ataha, therefore, ekam sankhyam yogancha yah pashyati. Yaha sankyam yogancha ekam pashyati. One who understands Sankhya and Yoga as one. Vai ekam phalaikatvat, because they have only one phala. Both are meant for the same end. Therefore, they are not two different, independent disciplines altogether. They are not two disciplines meant for two different goals, and they are not even two disciplines which are meant for the same goal parallelly also. Both together lead to the same goal. Saha samyak pashyati, he understands properly, ityarthaha. Shloka 6. Sannyasastu mahabaho,
Sannyasastu mahabaho,
dukkhamaptumayogataha,
dukkhamaptumayogataha,
Yoga-yukto munir-brahma,
Yoga-yukto munir-brahma,
Nachirena-adhigacchati.
Nachirena-adhigacchati.
See, if you read this shloka, the previous two shlokas become clear. If we don't read this shloka and read the previous two shlokas, we can understand it wrongly. That shloka, the previous two shlokas can be misleading if it is not understood in the light of other shlokas. He Mahabaho, O Mahabahu, Sannyasastu ayogataha praptum dukkham. Sannyasa cannot be attained without yoga. Dukkham. Dukkham means very difficult. It is very difficult to attain sannyasa without karma yoga. On the other hand, yoga yuktaha munihi, a muni who is yoga yuktaha, endowed with the attitude of karma yoga, that kind of a muni, he is called muni because he does lot of mananam. Mananat munihi, he thinks about Ishvara. Ishvara swarupasya mananat munihi. One who thinks about Ishvara, he is called Muni. So, Yoga Yuktaha Munihi Nachirena. Nachirena means Achirena. Without much delay, Brahma Adhigacchati. Brahma means sannyasa here. The word Brahma has many meanings. Shankaracharya says here Brahma means sannyasa. Nyasa eva Brahma, Nyasa iti Brahma, Brahma hi paraha. There is a Shruti Vakya. Nyasa is Brahman. There is a Shruti Vakya, Mahanarayana Upanishad. And based on that, Shankaracharya says, Brahma means sannyasa. Nachirena adhigacchati. Without much delay, he attains sannyasa. So, Karma Yoga serves as a means to attain sannyasa. Implying Karma Yoga serves as a means to get jnana. Here sannyasa stands for jnana, not getting sannyasa, not getting sannyasa diksha. Evam tarhi yogat sannyasa eva vishishyate katham tarhi idamuktam tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate iti Shruno tatra karanam. So, Bhashyakara connects this shloka, imagining a dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna in between. So, Arjuna may ask this question. Bhashyakara expects a question from Arjuna. So Arjuna is asking this question. Evam tarhi, when it is so. When it is so means, see, previously Bhagavan told Yat Sankhyaif prapyate sthanam tad yogairapi gamyate. Those who, the sthana, the goal which sannyasis get, even karma yogis get that. But here sannyasis get it directly, whereas karma yogis get it through sannyas. That was also told. Based on that, Arjuna gets this question. Evam tarhi, when it is so, sannyasis get it quickly and karma yogis get it after sannyasa. Then yogat sannyasa eva vishishyate. Then compared to yoga, see here we should know what really Krishna means when he says yoga, sannyasa and all. If we take the general meaning as we understand now, it gives a totally different meaning. So, yoga, sannyasa eva vishishyate. So, previously I was doing yoga, shirshasana and other things. And then you tell him, hey, yoga is sannyasa is better than yoga. Then he gives up doing yoga. That is not the idea. So we should know in what sense it is used. So yogat sannyasa eva vishishyate. So Arjuna can understand so. Yogat sannyasa eva vishishyate. Sannyasa is better than yoga. Katham tarhi idamuktam. Then Arjuna can ask, previously you told tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate. This was told before. Katham tarhi idamuktam. Then how it was told? What was told? Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate iti. Tayoho means sannyasa karma yogayoho. Karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate. How was this told? Iti. So Arjuna can get this question. Shunu tatra karanam. Then Krishna says, please listen. Let me tell the reason. Tatra karanam shunu. The reason to say that. Shunu, please listen. Tvaya prishtam.
Tvaya prishtam.
Kevalam karma sannyasam.
Kevalam karma sannyasam.
Karma yogancha abhipretya.
Karma yogancha abhipretya.
Tayoho anyataraha kaha shreyan iti. Tayoho anyataraha
Tayoho anyataraha
kaha shreyan.
kaha shreyan.
There is no iti, no iti.
Iti.
Iti is better. Better to have one iti. ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಇತಿ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ತ್ವಯಾ ಪೃಷ್ಟಂ. What you have asked, Arjuna's question, it was intended on kevalam karma sannyasam karma yogancha abhipretya. It was with the intention of kevala karma sannyasa. Kevala karma sannyasa means jnana rahita sannyasa. Sannyasa without jnana. And karma yoga. Abhipretya. Intending these two. Tayoho anyataraha kaha shreyan iti tvaya prishtam. Among those two, which one is better? This was your question. And Krishna says, there I answered in keeping with your question. Tad anurupam prativachanam. We heard it.
Tadanurupam prativachanam.
Maya uktam.
Maya uktam.
Karma sannyasat.
Karma sannyasat.
Karma yogo vishishyate iti.
Karma yogo vishishyate iti.
Jnanam anapekshya.
Jnanam anapekshya.
Jnanapekshastu sannyasah.
Jnanapekshastu sannyasah.
Sankhyamiti.
Sankhyamiti.
Maya abhipretah.
Maya abhipretah.
Paramarthayogascha saha eva.
Paramarthayogascha saha eva.
Tadanurupam prativachanam maya uktam. So there, answering Krishna's question, answering Arjuna's question, Krishna said the prativachana. Prativachanam tadanurupam maya uktam. I told the answer in keeping with your question. And what was the answer there? What was the number? 615152. In 52, what Krishna has said? Karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate iti. Karma sannyasa compared to karma sannyasa, karma yoga is superior. This was told jnanam anapeksha, without considering jnana. Means sannyasa without associating with the jnana. Without associating the sannyasa with the jnana, I gave the answer. But then there is a real sannyasa, which is jnanapeksha sannyasa. Jnanapekshastu sannyasah sankhyam iti maya abhipretah. Jnanapeksha sannyasa. Tu means vilakshana. Jnanapeksha sannyasa is different from kevala sannyasa. Jnanapeksha sannyasah The sannyasa which is based on jnana, it is Sankhyam. It is called Sankhyam. Iti maya abhipretaha. This is my intention in this shloka and the previous shloka. Paramartha yogascha saha eva. Saha means Sankhya. Jnanapeksha sannyasa, which is called Sankhya. It is Paramartha yogaha. Saha eva Paramartha yogaha. This alone is the true yoga. Yoga means moksha sadhana. Here yoga means moksha sadhana. Yujyate anena paramapurusharthena saha iti yoga. That by means of which one associates with the paramapurushartha, it is called yoga. So Paramartha yoga, the true yoga, is nothing but jnana, because that is what directly gives moksha. Yastu karma yogaha vaidikaha sacha tadarthyat yogaha sannyasah iti cha upacharyate. Yastu karma yogo vaidikaha. So on the other hand, unlike the jnana yoga, there is a two. Karma yoga is a vilakshana compared to jnana. So karma yoga vaidikaha. Karma yoga which is vaidika. Vaidika means based on the Veda, enjoined by the Veda. It is also called yoga. Why it is called yoga? Tadarthyat yogaha sannyasah iti cha upacharyate. Tadarthyat means since it is meant for the jnana, Sankhya. Since karma yoga is meant for attaining Sankhya, therefore figuratively it is called yoga and sannyasa. Even the word yoga used for karma yoga is figurative, because it is not a means for moksha in itself. It becomes a means for moksha secondarily. By being a means for jnana, it becomes a means for moksha. Therefore, yogaha iti upacharyate, referring to Sankhya as yoga, referring to karma yoga as yoga. It is a figurative usage. So here the word yoga, we should understand a means for moksha. So calling karma yoga a means for moksha, it is figurative, in a secondary sense. Not wrong, but in a secondary sense. It is definitely a means for moksha, but not a direct means. In that sense, it is upachara. Sannyasa iti cha upacharyate. And calling karma yoga a sannyasa, it is also upachara, figurative. Jneyassa nitya sannyasi yo nadveshti na kamshati. Krishna has called a karma yogi by the word sannyasi. It is also upachara, because karma yoga is not sannyasa by itself. since it serves as a means to arrive at the true sannyasa, it is called sannyasa. Katham tadarthyamiti.
Katham tadarthyamiti.
Katham karma yogasya tadarthyam katham. How karma yoga serves as a means for Sankhya. How karma yoga serves as a means for jnana. Uchyate
Uchyate
sannyaasastu
sannyaasastu
paramarthikaha
paramarthikaha
dukkham aptum
dukkham aptum
praptum
praptum
ayogataha
ayogataha
yogena vina
yogena vina
yogayuktaha
yogayuktaha
vaidikena karma yogena
वैदिकेन कर्मयोगेन
ईश्वर समर्पित रूपेण
ईश्वर समर्पितरूपेण
फल निरपेक्षेण युक्तः
फलनिरपेक्षेण युक्तः
मुनिः
मुनिः
मननात्
मननात्
ईश्वर स्वरूपस्य
ईश्वरस्वरूपस्य
मुनिः
मुनिः
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म
परमात्मज्ञाननिष्ठा लक्षणत्वात्
परमात्मज्ञान
निष्ठा लक्षणत्वात्. What is your reading?
Nishtha is not there.
Nishtha is not there. It's okay. परमात्मज्ञान लक्षणत्वात्
परमात्मज्ञान लक्षणत्वात्
प्रकृतसन्न्यासः
प्रकृतसन्न्यासः
ब्रह्म उच्यते.
ब्रह्म उच्यते.
न्यास इति ब्रह्म
न्यास इति ब्रह्म
ब्रह्मा हि परः
ब्रह्म हि परः
इति श्रुतेः.
इति श्रुतेः
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म
परमार्थसन्न्यासं
परमार्थसन्न्यासं
परमात्मज्ञाननिष्ठालक्षणं
परमात्मज्ञाननिष्ठालक्षणं
न चिरेण
न चिरेण
क्षिप्रमेव
क्षिप्रमेव
अधिगच्छति
अधिगच्छति
प्राप्नोति
प्राप्नोति
अतो मयोक्तम्
अतो मयोक्तं
कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते इति.
कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते इति.
संन्यासस्तु पारमार्थिकः. पारमार्थिक संन्यास, the real sannyasa. Here paramarthika sannyasa means not the upachara sannyasa, not the upachara. Karma yogi is called a sannyasi, it is upachara, not the sannyasa as upachara, not aupacharika sannyasa, but paramarthika sannyasa. The real sannyasa means jnana-nishtha lakshana sannyasa. So paramarthikah sannyasah ayogataha. Ayogataha means yogena vina, without yoga. Aptum praptum dukkham, difficult to attain. So this explains why Krishna had told previously tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate, because without karma yoga it is difficult to arrive at the true sannyasa. Therefore karma sannyasa, the premature karma sannyasa, kevala sannyasa, will not be as good a means to arrive at the true sannyasa, paramarthika sannyasa, as karma yoga. Yoga yuktaha, on the other hand, yoga yuktaha means Vedikena karma yogena yuktaha. one who is endowed with Karma Yoga, which is Vaidika. Karma Yoga, which is enjoined in the Vedas. And the Karma Yoga is characterized by Ishvara Samarpita Rupena, Phala Nirapekshena. The Karma Yoga is in the form of Ishvara Samarpita Rupena. It is in the form of Ishvara Samarpanam, offering the actions to Ishvara. Phala Nirapekshena, without the expectation of result. That kind of Karma Yoga. Karma Yogena Yuktaha. Munihi. Mananat Munihi. One who does Mananam. One who thinks Ishvara Swarupasya Mananat. What does he think? He thinks of Ishvara Swarupa. Ishvara Swarupasya Mananat Munihi. He thinks about Ishvara Swarupa. Therefore he is Muni. Brahma. Brahma means Paramatma Jnana Nishtha Lakshanatvat Prakrita Sanyaso Brahma Uchyate. Here Brahma does not mean Brahman itself. Sannyasa is called Brahman. Sannyasa Brahma Uchyate. Sannyasa, which is Prakrita, which is under discussion. Sannyasa, which is the topic under discussion. That sannyasa itself is called Brahma here. Why sannyasa can be called Brahman? Paramatma Jnana Nishtha Lakshanatvat. Because sannyasa is characterized by Paramatma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Therefore sannyasa is closely associated with the Brahman. Because when you are a sannyasi, you are abiding as Brahma. Sannyasa is abiding as Brahma. Therefore, sannyasa deserves to be called Brahma. So, sannyaso Brahma Uchyate. And to support his interpretation of the word Brahma as sannyasa, he quotes from Taittiriya. Nyasa iti Brahma, Brahma hi paraha iti shrutehe. There is a Shruti Vakya in favor of this interpretation. Nyasa iti Brahma. Nyasa means sannyasa. It is Brahma. Brahma hi paraha. Brahma is great. Iti shrutehe. There is such a Shruti Vakya. Therefore, Brahma means Paramartha Sannyasam. Brahma refers to Paramartha Sannyasa. Means the Jnana Nishtha Lakshana Sannyasa. Paramatma Jnana Nishtha Lakshanam. The Paramartha Sannyasa is in the form of Paramatma Jnana Nishtha. Nachirena means Kshiprameva, quickly. Adhigacchati, prapnoti, attains. Ataha mayoktam karma yogo vishishyate iti. Therefore, Krishna had said karma yoga vishishyate. Karma yoga excels compared to kevala sannyasa.
In that Narayana Upanishad quote, Nyasa iti Brahma.
Brahma hi paraha.
Brahma. Second one is Brahma.
Nyasa iti Brahma, Brahma hi paraha. Both are Brahma. Nyasa iti Brahma, Brahma hi paraha. योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा
योगयुक्तो विशुद्धात्मा
विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः
विजितात्मा जितेन्द्रियः
सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा
सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा
कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते
कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते
योगयुक्तः one who is endowed with yoga, the attitude of karma yoga, then he becomes vishuddhatma. His mind becomes pure, and then he becomes vijitatma jitendriyah. Vijitatma means vijita deha. He gains mastery over his body. In the word Vishuddhatma, Bhashyakara takes the meaning of Atma to mean Antahkarana, Sattvam, Chitta. Vishuddhaha Atma Antahkaranam Yasya Saha Vishuddhatma. And in the second Vijitatma, he takes the meaning of Atma as Deha. Vijitaha Atma Deha Yasya Saha Vijitatma. One who has gained mastery over his body. He has a disciplined body. And Jitendriyaha, Jitani Indriyani Yasya Saha Jitendriyaha. One whose indriyas are disciplined, conquered. Such a person, he gets jnana. Sarvabhutatma bhutatma. He gets jnana in due course of time. And then a jnani is described. Sarvabhutatma bhutatma. He has sarvani bhuta sarvesham bhutanam atma bhutaha atma yasya saha sarva bhutatma bhutatma. One whose atma is the atma of all the beings. In fact, it is so for everyone. Even for an ajnani, it is really so. But an ajnani does not understand this. He thinks my Atma is different and the Atma of the other beings are different. But a jnani knows this very well. My Atma is the Atma of all the beings. So, Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma means jnani ityartha. He is a jnani, and once he is a jnani, kurvan api na lipyate, even though he is performing activities, na lipyate, he is not affected. Means he is free from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. Therefore, he is free from karma and its phala. Yada punaha ayam samyak darshana praptyupayatvena yogena yuktaha vishuddhatma vishuddha sattvaha vijitatma vijita dehaha jitendriyaha cha sarvabhutatma bhutatma सर्वेषां ब्रह्मादीनां स्तम्भपर्यन्तानां भूतानां आत्मभूतः आत्मा प्रत्यक्चेतनः यस्य सः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा सम्यक्दर्शी इत्यर्थः सः तत्र एवं वर्तमानः लोकसंग्रहाय कर्म कुर्वन्नपि न लिप्यते न कर्मभिर्बध्यते इत्यर्थः So, यदा पुनः means unlike a person who is without yoga, ayogatah, unlike ayogatah, yada ayam samyak darshana praptyupayatvena yogena yuktah, ayam mumukshu, this mumukshu सम्यक दर्शन प्राप्त्युपायत्वेन योगेन युक्तः, he is endowed with the yoga as a means for attaining samyak darshanam. Then he becomes vishuddhatma, vishuddha sattvaha. His mind becomes pure. Vishuddhatma means Vishuddha Sattvaha. Vijitatma means Vijita Dehaha. He gains mastery over his body. Jitendriyascha, he becomes Jitendriya. Then he becomes Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma. सर्वेषां ब्रह्मादीनां स्तंभपर्यन्तानां भूतानां आत्मभूतः आत्मा प्रत्यक्चेतनः यस्य सः सर्वभूतात्मभूतात्मा. See, Bhashyakara gives the Vigraha Vakya. Sarvesham means Brahmadinam Stambhaparyantanam. Starting from Brahma, starting from Hiranyagarbha Upadhi onwards, up to Stambha, up to a small grass. All these are Bhutani, all these are various bodies, various Upadhis. So, tesham atmabhutah atma. Atma means pratyak chetanah, the consciousness which is the innermost. So, his atma is the atma of all the beings. Saha sarvabhutatma bhutatma. He is called sarvabhutatma bhutatma. Samyak darshi ityartha. So, Sarvabhutatma Bhutatma implies he is a jnani, a samyak darshi. Saha tatra evam vartamanaha saha, one who abides in this manner. Tatra means samyak darshani, in the atma jnana, one who abides in the jnana in this manner, means Vishuddhatma, being Vishuddhatma, etc. It is signified by evam. So evam tatra vartamanah lokasangrahaya karma kurvannapi. Even if he performs the karmas for the sake of lokasangraha, see, once he becomes a jnani, he is entitled for karma sannyasa. He is not expected to do karma for himself, but he may continue to perform karma for the sake of lokasangraha. Therefore, lokasangrahaya karma kurvan api. Even if he performs karma for the sake of lokasangraha, na lipyate, he is not tainted, he is not affected. Na lipyate means karma bhihi na badhyate ityartha. He is not bound by the karma, because from his point of view it is not karma. It's as though karma. It's a karma abhasa, as though karma. Therefore, it does not bind. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.